Whoa, that was not correct. Hello everyone, I am 8376 and welcome back to my Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 world. Before we get into this world update, I should say I'm currently recovering from a cold, so apologies if my voice sounds a bit different. But yeah, first things first, this is the latest addition to the main valley of Baragos that I have here. This building is supposed to be a museum, which I will show in a second. But for now, let's appreciate its exterior. I'm very proud of this building and the way it looks. This is actually, if any of you have seen my world tour of my old world that I lost, this is actually a copy of a build I made in that world. In the same vein, it was this kind of mansion-like design embedded in a cliffside. And as a kind of an homage to my old world, I decided to bring that build over into this world. Now, going inside, this is what the interior of the museum looks like. On the walls here near the windows, you will see some, I guess, historically significant items. Here we have my first armor set. The helmet has been lost to history, unfortunately. And over here we have some of the first items that I collected in this world, including the first wooden pickaxe that I made, the first diamond that I mined, and the first diamond pickaxe that I almost finished, which before it got broken, I decided to save it for the museum because of its historical significance to this world. The other thing in the museum is this timeline of world events. So I'm not going to list through every single thing that we have here, but if you're interested in kind of the timeline of what's happened in this world, you can just pause the video here and take a look. And the timeline also continues all the way here. Let's see if I can get everything in a single frame. But yeah, the other part of the museum is this over here, which this orange wall is erected in memory of the corrupted old world. And as you can see here, these are all the different builds or major areas that I had in the old world. So we've got a memorial for Tarren Ferry, Deadbush, Winterhold, Withy Woods, the Orodruin power plant, which was never finished, and what remains forever unbuilt. So yeah, because the origin of this world is me losing my old Minecraft beta world, I decided to kind of memorialize it in this section and in this museum. So yeah, that's what that is. I think it's very cool. It's got some sentimental value to it in its own way. The other thing that I added since the last video is I created a train station over here, or I guess a railway station, because there are no trains in Minecraft, there are only railways and minecarts. This is what it looks like. It's kind of small and sort of shitty, but I don't know. I think the simplicity, but I think the simplicity, so why can I not say that word? But I think the simplicity is kind of nice. Not every single build has to be mind-boggling and crazy. And I decided to just kind of keep it simple for this one, especially since there's only one train line on it so far. I didn't think I need to like make it crazy big because that would be there'd be no point. There's only one train line. Now, where does it lead to, you might ask? Well, let's take a seat and go right ahead. I know this tunnel is, I guess, technically unfinished. The actual railway is completely done. It leads to another area. But I plan on kind of making it actually look pretty. So at some point I'm gonna mine out all of this, all of these walls, make it like a 3x3 tunnel, and maybe like add some kind of constant design, because right now it very dangerously goes through just a bunch of caves and stuff, and sometimes, yep, you just heard us, yep, look at that, yeah, see, so mobs can definitely spawn in the tunnel, which is very unsafe and very hazardous. So my plan is to eventually make this tunnel safe and make it look good, which is going to be a very ambitious project because this tunnel actually leads 2,000 whole blocks. Yeah. And then you might be asking, why the hell did I build this really big tunnel? The reason for this is because, I don't know, at some point recently, I had this like big urge to make a new world, and I was like, but also I want to stay committed to this world. And one of the things that I've heard other like Minecraft YouTubers say is that when you get that feeling of just wanting to start a new world, instead of actually creating a new world, just throw all your items in a chest and just run in like one direction until you find a cool spot and start from scratch there. So that's kind of what I did. I found a new area with no items on me, and I started like pretend playing a new world there, making a whole new area there from scratch. Eventually, I got bored of that, returned to the main area, and connected the two areas with a tunnel that I then made into a subway. So that's where we're headed now. We're headed to the new area. Again, this trip does take a hot minute, so I'll just cut to that when we are ready. This is just one of those awkward moments where you're recording and you run out of things to say, and you're just kind of sitting there in silence, all on your own, thinking about how weird it is that you're talking to a microphone to a bunch of strangers on the internet, sitting in your own room, still a bit sniffly from the cold you just had. I just felt the wind pick up outside, and like my walls in my room made this noise as if they shifted. I think a hurricane might be coming. Oh, that's exciting. Just kidding. I don't live in an area that gets hurricanes. That'd be crazy. I think I just live in an old house. Maybe the big bad wolf is outside, trying to huff and puff and blow my house down. Chest. A fun fact about this tunnel is I actually had the perfect amount of redstone rails to finish it. Like when I got to the end, the redstone rails, like I just had enough, which is cool. Anyway, so this is the area. Hello, pig. Before we go into it, we should turn our smooth lighting off, because this area is kind of designed to not have smooth lighting on. And I guess before I actually show everything, I'm going to go to sleep, because I think it looks a bit better in the daylight. Alright, let's go back to the train station and pretend that I arrived here during the day. So, the area we came from, I'm naming Beregost after Baldur's Gate. This area right here, I am naming the Cursed Shores after the Lifeship Traders trilogy, which I'm currently reading. Basically, this area is very simple. Literally, everything that I've built here, you can see right now in this frame. There's a shack, kind of, I guess, a flower garden, wheat field, some crops, like a table, some sugarcane, and a little bridge. Yeah, very much Minecraft starter house core, because this kind of was a Minecraft starter house. You know, I came here with absolutely nothing on me, nothing but the shirt on my back and the spirit of settling in my heart, and I settled. I took the resources from around and I made myself a little home. Yeah, very humble home, very simple home, very Minecraft starter core. But yeah, this is what this area is right now. My plan for it is to, whenever I get bored with the main area with Beregost, I'll just come here, maybe, I don't know, build some smaller stuff, kind of enjoy the different vibe. It's almost like a holiday spot for when I get bored of my main area, you know? It's got a very kind of serene, picturesque view of the shore here. It actually looks very beautiful now that I look at it properly. Yeah, it's got a very different vibe, and the reason that I kind of tell you to turn off smooth lighting when I'm here is because I definitely want this area to have like a very different feel to it, and I just feel like turning off smooth lighting kind of gives it a more tropical, almost like hotter feel, because everything just feels more saturated and bright. That's definitely what I kind of want to go here, almost like it's just a completely different spot with very like warm, cozy vibe. That pretty much wraps up everything that I've added to this world. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to keep track of my time in this Minecraft world, definitely subscribe and all that. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.